We have some breaking news to report to you right now. President Trump finally calling the families of troops who lost their lives in the Niger raid and telling the widow of Sergeant LaDavid Johnson, quote, he knew what he signed up for. I want to bring in now Congresswoman Frederica Wilson. She spoke to Sergeant Johnson's widow tonight, and she joins us on the phone. Thank you, Representative, for joining us. You spoke to the widow of LaDavid Johnson, Sergeant LaDavid Johnson. Her name is Maisha. How is she doing tonight?
Oh, she's very distraught, and we were in the car together in the limousine, headed to meet the body at the airport. So I heard what he said because the phone was on speaker.
What did he say?
Well, basically he said, well, I guess he knew what he signed up for, but I guess it still hurts. That's what he said.
The president said to her he knew what he signed up for.
He knew what he was signing up for.
But when it happens, it hurts anyway.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So it's almost as if this is a young woman who has 2 children, who is 6 months pregnant with a 3rd child. She has just lost her husband. She was just told that he cannot have an open casket funeral, which gives her all kinds of nightmares, how his body must look, how his face must look. And this is what the President of the United States says to her?
And Representative, as we're speaking now, we're looking at the video of her meeting the coffin there. As you said, she's expecting her 3rd baby in January. She's leaning over that coffin with the flag draped over his casket. You could see she was shaking there as she sobbed uncontrollably. She has a 2-year-old son and a 6-year-old daughter. But continue on. What were you saying?
And he had just told her that, just as she was about to do what you just saw. There's no reason for the president to be so insensitive, not only to the family of this soldier, but the impervious rhetoric is, it's disrespectful to the family of every soldier that has paid the ultimate price for our freedom. And our community is livid because this was our hero. We don't have many heroes in our young men in Miami-Dade County, but he was a hero for us. And we don't like what was said. And that is not something that you say to a grieving wife.
What was your reaction, Representative?
I asked them to give me the phone because I wanted to speak with him, and I was going to curse him out. That was my reaction at that time. I was livid, but they would not give me the phone.
What did she say?
She was just crying. She couldn't say anything. The only thing she said when it was time to hang up was, "Thank you. Goodbye."
And were there other family members in the car with you? Or there with you?
Yes, there were other family members in the car crying.
What was their reaction?
They were all crying. They were all crying. It was a solemn cry because they were still upset about the fact that this cannot be an open casket. They were upset because they don't know why he was separated from the rest of the soldiers. This could turn out to be another Benghazi, and I have asked for an investigation. Representative Hastings of Fort Lauderdale and I sent a letter, and we want to find out exactly what happened. And I'm expecting a classified briefing when I return to Washington to answer some of those mitigating questions that I can't answer on my own.
Representative Wilson, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And please give our thoughts and condolences to the family. I want to bring in Dana Vash. Dana, there's a response from the White House?
Yes, Don, and I'll read it to you right now. The response from the White House is basically that the president, here I have it in front of me now, the president's conversations with the families of American heroes who have made the ultimate sacrifice are private. So that's a very long way of saying no comment.